KR game.
Yep.
Very dramatic game. Is that kind of the most tense you've been in a game?
Yeah, it was a pretty crazy game, obviously. Everyone was very nervous the second half. Obviously, the first half went really well and we played some good footy. In the second half, we probably didn't start well enough and a few bounces of the ball went their way and all of a sudden it was locked up at 22-all, I think. And yeah, it was a bit crazy. Obviously, the last 5 minutes was mayhem, but relieved that we hung in there.
I was going to say the last 5 minutes, really dramatic with Bruffy's drop goal. They missed a drop goal, try ruled out.
Yeah.
How did you kind of cope with that?
It was crazy. I think when they missed field goal, when the ball was in the air, everyone just stood around watching and then like hoping and it bounced off and then everyone reacted. So that was got the heart rate going, and then obviously their no try. I actually chased down in the corner when they dived over and I didn't realise it was called no try, so I was just sulking in the corner down on my haunches for a good minute, and then one of the trainers actually came over and had to say, yeah, it's actually no try, mate, and I was like, oh, okay, like this is good, better get up and finish the game, because at that point I was just, like I said, sitting on my knees and not very happy, so it just ended up being good.
Obviously you've been back for the last two games, arguably the most important games, but you kind of suffered with injury, especially through these qualifying periods. How kind of tough has that been for you, sitting on the sidelines and not being able to help?
Yeah, it was pretty ordinary watching from the side. It's actually more nervous from the sideline than when I'm playing, I think, because you can't do anything to help, or I'm not too sure. So unfortunately I did miss a couple of games there, but like you said, I got the last two in. They turned out to be the most important, so I was just happy I could contribute something and be out there and enjoy the last two victories.
Obviously for you as well, you kind of joined halfway through the season. Were you surprised that the club's been in the position it has been this season, given kind of the quality players that are here?
Yeah, the roster, the team lineup is quality. I know there was some injuries early in the season, but even so, it was a bit surprising how the results hadn't fallen our way. Throughout the whole year, and even when I first arrived, we're in a bit of a sticky situation. So it was a bit of a surprise. Like I said, it's been quality players, and the last few years have been some good results for the club. So it didn't pan out how I guess the club had planned and how the boys were hoping this year. But we've got a chance now that we've taken care of the qualifiers. We've got a chance to set that right and make sure next year's a much better one.
I was going to say, does kind of the pressure that you've gone through for these qualifiers kind of make you more determined next season to definitely not be in that position again?
Yeah, I think that's definitely one thing that's come out of it. The boys are super determined not to be in that situation again. The uncertainty and I guess the pressure over the last sort of 7 weeks isn't something you probably want to deal with. You want to be, fighting for the top places and the excitement of trying to make semis and grand finals. So it's definitely something that's going to motivate us next year.
Obviously, Rick, like you, kind of came in halfway through the season towards the end. Do you think now's his chance to really put his mark on the team going into next season? Yeah,
it's one of those things where Rick came in a really tough situation. Coming in mid-season, it's hard to sort of change everything that you want or try and put your own stamp on things exactly how you'd like, because you've got limited time and preparation. So I think a full off season will give him a chance to put a lot of things in place that he probably thinks is going to be good for us going forward. I think some things probably he's changed already have been helpful, and I think some of the boys have probably learned a bit already. So onwards and upwards, hopefully that continues and he gives us a bit more going into next year.
Obviously, we saw the celebration at the end of the Hull KR game. Sky caught you going over to the fans. How important have they been in seeing you over the line this season? Yeah, that's
the fans are enormous. Going down and celebrating with them after the match, that was an awesome feeling. Like I said, the boys were jumping on each other and the relief was there, but running down to the corner, I guess, celebrating with the fans, that was a great feeling, something I'll probably never forget. So to have them on board really helped, and hopefully we get a few more there next year as well, because every single person that's there probably helps us, so jump on board.